this skillet I have about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. And what we are going to add to that canola oil is a bunch of chicken breast that is boneless, skinless, and cut into 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch pieces. And we're going to turn on the fire. As we add our chicken, there goes the fire. And we're going to add our chicken. Start to brown, or shall we say, they don't really get brown. We're going to cook our chicken fully until it's white through and through. And what we have is roughly just over 2 pounds of chicken here. You probably don't even know what we're making yet, don't you? We're just for all you know, we're just making little pieces of chicken, and I haven't mentioned anything else in what we're doing on top of that. Isn't that silly of me to forget such a detail? While we're doing that, I'm going to grab my Vidalia onion because we are going to be making chicken pitas. Now, the key in making a good chicken pita is, first of all, you need to select pita bread that opens up into pockets when you cut them in half. And if they don't specify pita pockets, you have to look very carefully, like I had to on this whole package. And on the back, it has instructions on how to prepare these pitas. And it does specify that when you cut them, they open up into pockets. So, if you're not sure whether or not they open up into pockets, because some pitas do, and some pitas do not, you're going to have to find the ones that open into pockets for this recipe. Otherwise, you'll be making what is known as a gyro, or gyro, or however you want to call it, but in Greek, pronunciation is gyro. Gyro. Cooking up this chicken doesn't really take long, especially when you're using oil to help it along, as you can pretty much well see. But we need to make sure all of these pieces are cooked through and through, and we don't have any bit of pink whatsoever. And that's going to be an easy task to do. We can constantly stir. And then, once it's fully cooked, we're going to cook it fajita style, which you can make this in any way you want to. You can make it with onions, bell peppers, mix it all together and make it fajita style. You can make it with chicken, you can make it with steak. But today we're doing chicken. And we're only just doing chicken and onion because I hate peppers and I know not everybody likes onion, so we're going to do the onion separate from the chicken. And what we're going to do is put all of our finished chicken in here. All of our onion will go in here. And then the people who will want onion with their fajitas, we're going to take the chicken and the onion, mix them together, and put them into the fajita while it's still warm. Now we're going to get out a knife and cut up our Vidalia onion while that's cooking up. And you want to be careful with the knife, of course. Okay, cut off the top portions there, because those are the dry, icky skin. Now the flat side down. I'm going to cut our Vidalia onions into slices. And why Vidalias? Because they are sweet and they caramelize a lot better. They taste a lot better with chicken. We'll just cut it all the way around. And these are going to be sauteed. And they are going to be oh so delicious when put with that chicken over there.
Nom, nom, nom.
There, and maybe a little bit here. And that's about as much of that onion as you're going to get. Just about the root. Well, almost discarded it.
Almost.
Alright, go back here to the onion. And we're just going to cut this down into strips like that. Make them as big or as small as you want them to. Be very careful not to cut your fingers off, because nobody wants finger in their fajitas. It would be pretty daft to be the cook of a kitchen and have your customers walk up and go, "Señor, señor, there's too many fingers in my comida. Take them out, ese." Customers will be very, very angry and will never eat at your establishment ever again.
And the lawsuit.
And lawsuits will flare. Of course, then if you're the one who cut your hand off, then you're probably going to be the one who's going to be seeing the kitchen, but who am I to tell you how to do your job? That's good enough there, too. Our chicken is cooking up really, really good. Look at that.
Smells good, too.
Oh, yes. But it's still not fully cooked.
Really? How do you tell?
There's some pink there.
Oh.
And there's some pink there. There's some pink there. Once it's all fully cooked, you'll know. You'll see nothing but white. And chances are, if you see nothing but white on the outside, most likely it'll be nothing but white on the inside as well. Since we cut these down into smaller pieces, the outer part will cook right along with the inner part, because now each piece there's not much to it. Alright. That's finishing up. Doesn't say to drain the oil, so with the oil, with the 2 tablespoons of oil plus the chicken juices plus the water, you add 2/3 cup of water to that. Then open up our fajita seasoning mix and add that in. Cook it the rest of the way with our flavoring. Oh, this is going to be good. I can already smell that seasoning and it smells good. Very delightful. Oh, this is good stuff. Taco Bell, you know how to make fajita mix. That's right. And with a spoon, go ahead and stir all of those products, or those ingredients in together. Make sure that all of your seasoning gets evenly distributed and fully dissolved. You don't want chunks of seasoning in one bite and not enough seasoning in another. Now, normally at this point, you would add your bell pepper, your onion, but like I said, we're doing all those things separately because not everybody likes all the products that are going into it, and I can't stand peppers, not even the smell of peppers, which pretty much puts me out of commission for getting a chef's job, because bell peppers, you won't even find me in the kitchen. Cannot stand the smell of them, cannot stand the taste of them. Stir it around, stir it around, stir it around, and look how beautiful that coats.
He artfully stirs it around. That is coating quite beautifully.
Yes, it is. Don't you wish Glade would make a smell like this?
Yes.
One of those plug-in spray things they got.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, who cares about Mountain Mist or Berry Blast or anything like Mountain Rain or anything? Who cares about those fragrances? They get dispersed too easily. What you need to do is take a whole kinds of foods, especially Mexican foods that has lots of seasoning, lots of flavor, lots of scent, and put that into a Glade and see how well your house smells after using one of those things.
The Glade Home Cooking Collection.
Yeah, you'll have Chicken Fajita Blast, you'll have burrito, you'll have taco, nacho, of course guacamole, sour cream. Alright, that's looking good.
Does that sauce help it cook easier maybe through?
It does, because the oil is still there. We are going to place all of our chicken in this vessel.
Watch him do it very artfully.
Very carefully, as to not spill too much of the precious food onto the counter, because that's not where we're eating. Okay, now we're going to add some more canola oil. Just enough. That's for 1 full Vidalia onion. And you can guarantee you can use as little or as much onion as you want, and this will ensure that you'll have plenty of onion if you use a full Vidalia. Some of us really love our onion. I know I do.
I'm sorry, I don't like onions. They get me sick sometimes.
All onions are different in their own ways. You got your yellow onion, which is more potent. You got your white onion, which is a little less potent, but still pretty, giving you a crisp flavor. You got your Vidalia, which is sweeter. And you got your red onion, which is more robust flavor. You got your entire onion family, and each onion differs from its brethren, especially green onion, which you got a different flavor all its own with the green onion. But today we're going as sweet can be with Vidalia onion. We're going to saute all of these until they're nice and golden brown and maybe even a bit charred if you like them well done. And I love my onions well done. But we're just going to cook these up as best as we can.
Are the green onions the ones with leaves on?
It's more like stalk. It's like it comes in a stalk. And it's almost like a really skinny leek.
Are leeks like onions too?
Well, they are kind of, sort of that way. Leeks are mainly used to make a soup called a vichyssoise. And that is basically a cold leek soup. If you want to make vichyssoise, I have never made that before, but in fact, I've never really cooked with leeks before.
It's sort of like a niche market.
It is. It's definitely an acquired taste. This is about done for normal taste right here, where it's all nice and golden. Oh. But it's not quite the way I want it. And the way I like it is a little more well done than this. But you all have your tastes. You see how that's starting to singe up there and discolor and turn brown? Like you'll see like pieces like here and there, like that part there. If you want your pieces to turn brown, stir less often and just let it sit there for a little bit and then stir some more. And then let it sit and then stir some more. But if you want well done, perfectly cooked onions, keep on stirring it. But you know, if you don't want them too singed, you keep on stirring it. Keep those onions moving. Oh, now this is the way I like my onions. See, lots of browning action going on in there. See that?
You can really see the browning.
Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Wow. All of that Vidalia is going to go right into our vessel here.
Like a good Vidalia onion.
Like a delicious, scrumptious, savory Vidalia, sweet and savory Vidalia onion. All of the pieces going right into our vessel here. Oh, I love Vidalia onions. They have a taste all their own.
They certainly do taste unique.
It's wonderful. There we go. There's all of our onion. And now,
ooh, wow, that does look.
We're going to cook our pita pockets for 45 seconds. Just get them all nice and warm. Because you don't want to serve cold pitas or room temperature pitas without steaming them up a little bit first. And the reason being is because you don't want them to crack. Since there are some people who don't really like the Vidalia onions or onions in general, we're going to take half of this, I'd say a good portion of this, that's about 2 fajitas worth right there.
Yeah, since me and my mom don't like it.
3, and we'll give them that much. Okay, so that'll be good, like a couple of fajita pockets there, maybe about 4 of them. And the rest of them, we'll get
onion!
The onion. We're going to reintroduce the onion back into our chicken.
Bam.
The rest of our chicken. This will be for the onion lovers. And we're going to stir all this in together. Now you at home don't have to do this if you have a bunch of people who love onion and chicken, but since we are a diverse group, sometimes you do diverse cooking.
50-50 pretty much.
Yep. So we have 2 people who love their onions, 2 people who do not. So this is what you do.
It really is going in nicely.
It is. Now let's turn that off. Check up on our fajitas. We're going to need a knife to cut them with. Here's what we're going to do with our fajita pockets, which are nice and steamed up and nice and soft. And what we're going to do, take it on over here, and we're going to cut them in half, like so, because you want to get the longest part and cut across from that. You want to get the longest part, which is from here to here, and you cut across. And once you do, these open up into a beautiful pocket. Now, this brand in particular I'm not too fond of because you will have little blemishes there, here and there, but
that's okay.
Our green leaf lettuce.
Uh-huh.
Now it's best to use green leaf or romaine lettuce because it's thicker.
Should I get the cheddar out?
I already got it.
Oh, good job. Thank you.
I'm going to try to work with this green leaf lettuce. It's not the best in the world, but
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. What we're gonna do first, put in
That's a great idea.
your leaf lettuce. And put it in down at the bottom. It kind of catches all the chicken and
That's
stuff that
pretty.
you put in on top of it. Okay. Then take a spoonful of your fajita mix and you pop it down right here like so. Get another spoonful. There we go. Perfect. That's with the chicken, the onion mixture, and that leaves just enough on the top for a little bit of salsa. But first,
Do you want salsa or do you want the kind that I have?
first and foremost,
Of
before
course,
you
the
even
cheese
put
is
on the...
very important.
Yes, it is.
How did I forget that?
How did I forget lettuce?
We're just too ahead of ourselves. This stuff smells too wonderful.
Oh yes. So you take your cheese, however much sharp cheddar as you want, and just go right on the top there with cheese. Right like that. You see that? Nice and beautiful. Pita pocket. And kind of standing them up is a bit of a challenge, but if you had one of those taco holders, those would be going perfect. Those would go perfect if you had some of them. But we're just going to carefully lay that to its side, and hopefully all the cheese won't slip out, and hopefully it'll start melting it as we come over here and open our salsa. And we just need a spoonful of salsa, and you can add bell peppers, and you can add onions, you can do without onions, you can add salsa, you can add guacamole, sour cream, anything you want to add to this. But this is nice basic, you know, not too much, not too little. You know, doesn't overwhelm, doesn't take over. Get some more salsa here. And voila. Now you have completed a delicious pita pocket. There it is. Nice, healthy, very delicious. Oh, that is perfect. Very good. When you get your pitas though, make sure you get some good pitas. Try to stay away from cracks like that. But oh, that's good stuff. The Chicken Fajita Pita Pocket. Wonderful, delicious. The best thing about Fajita Pita Pockets is that you have enough for another one. This is not mine. This one is going to cameraman Ronan.
Yay. I love this. This smells good.
How does it smell?
Wonderful. Oh my gosh.
And how's it going to taste?
I don't know. Let's try. Tastes really good.
I was hoping you would say that. I would. I saw that face you were starting to make. I'm like, oh, he doesn't. Oh, did he get the onion?
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I'll say he took a big, huge bite out of it as he dove into it. And that is Chicken Fajita Pita Pocket, done in the privacy of your own comfort in your own kitchen.
Better than Taco Bell.
Better than Taco Bell. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I never talk. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. I never do that.
That's fine. That shows you're enjoying your food.
I can't believe how good these are.
And it's so simple to make too, and it's such a simple recipe that you never thought that the Greek culture and Mexican culture can work hand in hand with each other.
You don't. But it works just fine.
Yeah, and so that's pretty much the discovery of the Chicken Fajita Pita Pocket. Wow.
I love it.
It's almost gone already. But we have plenty more where that came from, so we can make some more. I'm sure that everybody watching at home will have different results with the different recipes that you can use in your own fajita pockets. But I love my Chicken Fajita Pita Pockets myself. And if you don't believe that this could be one of the best possible and healthiest things that you can put in your mouth, try it out for yourself and just see how delicious and healthy eating like this can be. We're cooking with SonicBlu. I'm SonicBlu Darkfold, enjoying my Chicken Fajita Pita Pockets. And you would too if you had what I'm eating, because, you know, cooking good and eating good means you'll be getting the best ingredients and the best flavors possible. of course, hand-eye coordination comes in handy too. That's wonderful. So what are you standing there watching on me for? Get to work, and hopefully your dishes will come out just as delicious as what you see here. As we try to cook to perfection, even though we knocked a piece of chicken out. They are nice and clean now.
Hey kitty, say hello to the camera. Okay, no.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And it happens every time I cook with onions.
Darn you onions.
La 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 la. Chicken fajita mix. Why am I singing to the chicken? But it smells so good. You smell so good when I get you in my mouth, so good. And I'm gonna chew you up so good.
Ain't he a nerd? That's cute.
It tastes so good. You know, I'm gonna sell this song to John Cougar Mellencamp. He'll make a remake of that Hurt So Good song that he did in the 80s. Tastes so good. Don't you know it's gonna taste so good? Because you remember, 2 spoonfuls per pita pocket. Ow, that was hot.
You okay?
Yep. Okay. Since that one kind of jumped out, I deserve an extra spoonful. And you know what they say, especially about cheese, waste not, want not. And if you don't want that cheese, then you're going to waste it. I want that cheese. Let's say you don't like salsa. You can just take some good old Mexican. Oh, don't sneeze on the food. Okay.
Thank you.
You can just take some good old taco sauce right on the top there.
Some Mexican-American taco sauce.
Mexican-American taco sauce. Now this... She does sneeze on the food.
Bless you.
Now, never want to forget the cheese. That is a sin in the kitchen. As if you forget the cheese, then you must recite out of the book of...
Grilled cheese lovers.
No, it would be the book of Julia Child herself, wherein it is written, "Thou must never forgetteth thine cheese, to accent with thine dish in thy beauty and grace. And here my salsa come unto thee." Ooh, cheese abuse.
No! No!
Cheese abuse. We must rescue this cheese and put it to good use.
No cheese left behind!
There. No cheese is left behind. This time we can cook the heck out of it and we won't have to worry about salmonella poisoning. I've never heard of salmonella poisoning in an onion.